Hi everybody, it's Mr. Berkey. Happy Wednesday, not Wednesday, Tuesday. I'm getting confused. I'm really excited for us to go ahead and start pre-writing our stories today. For the rest of the week, we're going to actually be writing the beginning, the middle, and the end, and then putting it all together next week to make nice little films. And we're going to show those films on our last day of school. Super, super exciting. Woo! Okay, here we go. We're going to read the directions together, and then I'm going to show you some different things that you can do if you're struggling with this, and that's A-okay, okay? Number 1, watch the video 6-2, Writing a Story Day 1. 2, fill out Google Doc 6-2, Pre-Writing a Story. You're already watching the video, and the Google Doc is right here. I put some stars around this. It says, check out 6-2 example for an example of what you can do. And then call this number if you need some help, all right? Now, you're going to check out 6-2 example if you need help. You'll come down here and you can click this and you can see answers that Mr. Berkey wrote. These are not answers that you can write down in your own document. You are making up and creating your own story for today. That means you have to create your characters. You have to use your imagination in your head to make all of these things real. Wow. It's like reading The Three Little Pigs, but you have to create the story of The Three Little Pigs. Wow, wow, wow. So you today have to make up your own story. Okay? This is a story that Mr. Berkey actually wrote when I was in 3rd grade. Crazy, right? I was in 3rd grade at one point. It was a story about Moo, a magical fairy, and Lou, an evil, evil wizard. He was a bad guy. Now, we're going to go ahead and click on the document for today. If I need some help at some points, I'm going to go back and look at my examples. Number 1, who are the characters and what are they like? When you're creating characters, you need to think about if they're evil or if they're good, and what they're going to be doing in the story. So I'm going to make up one character for you, and then you need to try and make up all of these characters on your own. But if you need some help, you can use this one character, okay? Paulina is an evil witch. Is an evil lady witch. It's important to say who your characters are. I'm telling you what gender they are. She's a lady. And I'm telling you that she's evil and what she does. She's a witch. So I'm giving you lots of details about my person. When you create your characters, you need to give lots of details too. You also need to make sure that you have a good person and an evil person so that the good person can help the evil person change, okay? Try and have at least 3 characters. If you want to have more, that's A-okay. Number 2, where does your story take place? Think about a place that you want your story to happen in. I'm going to give you some examples. A story can take place in the woods, in a castle, in a bathroom, under a bed, in a dragon's town, or anywhere. It depends where you want it to happen. It's totally up to you. You have to decide where the setting is, where the story will take place. What are your characters trying to do in the story? You need to decide what the point of the story is going to be. Most stories, the good person has to defeat the evil person, just like in Mr. Berkey's example. What are your characters trying to do in the story? Lou wants to kidnap the king and queen. Moo has to save the king and queen. So this is an example. My 2 characters have different things that they want to do, different character objectives. What are some things that your characters are trying to do? I'll tell you what Paulina is trying to do. Paulina is trying to eat every child. Do you think that's a good thing? So somebody has to stop her. Okay? So you have to create other characters that would try and stop the evil person. Sometimes this can help them change. If you think about it, it can be like, let's think of a movie that we've all seen. It can be like The Incredibles, like The Incredibles 2, where The Incredibles have to stop the evil, evil mole man from taking all of the city's money. Okay? The middle, number 4. Please read along with me. Ready, set, go. What is the conflict in your story? Remember, a conflict. I want you to say that word again. Ready, go. Conflict is what the characters have to do to get what they want. So Paulina will make an evil magic spell. That's what she's gonna do. And then the conflict is going to be the good guy will try to stop Paulina. Now, the good guy doesn't have to be a man. It can also be a lady. It can be anybody that you want, okay? Again, you do not have to use Paulina as your evil character, but I'm giving you to her to use if you're stuck and need a little help, okay? I want us to look at the conflict with my story about Moo and Lou. The conflict of the story is that the king and queen get kidnapped by Lou, and Moo has to try and save them. So Moo's the good fairy, and she has to try and save the king and queen from evil, evil Lou. I just need to check and see how much time I have left. Not a whole lot. Now, we come to the end, the last part. 5. How is the conflict resolved? Remember, the conflict is what the characters are doing to get what they want. How do they get what they want? This is the same thing as how do the characters fix the problem? The good guy stops Paulina. In Mr. Berkey's example, the conflict is resolved when Moo beats Lou in a magic battle and saves the king and queen. So the good person beats the bad person again. And number 6, this is our last part. What do the characters do once the problem is fixed? In most fairy tales, and we're going to be writing something that's fiction here, something that's not real, the characters live happily ever after. Let's look at Mr. Berkey's example because we're a little stuck. Lou has to say sorry, and Moo gets a big cake parade. They all live happily ever after. Now, Paulina decides to create magic to help feed the world instead of eating children. They live happily ever after. If you don't want to end your story with happily ever after, that's a-okay. This is just an easy way to end it if you're struggling and need a little help. Please again call me if you have any questions. Just fill out this form. Each of these sections is worth 33 points. The end is worth 34. So this is 100 points of an assignment. And we're going to be using this to help us as we write our stories for the rest of the week. Good luck, and I can't wait to read all of these super, super exciting stories. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye. Remember, these stories are going to be shown at the end of the year party on Friday, the June 12th. Very excited to show all of your families all of your hard work with these stories. This is our end of the year project. Bye-bye.